the really interesting thing is the world has changed a lot. If you take a step back and think about the early days of SaaS, Salesforce was probably one of the earlier players in SaaS. The whole idea was delivering software over the internet. And the idea was, the early slogan for Salesforce was point, click, close. So as easy as Amazon for salespeople to be able to use a CRM system. And so if you think about that kind of SaaS was very much the early model. And even that was done with free trial. So being able to sign up for a trial and starting to go in and register and be able to do things. Whereas the generations of sales software before that was always done with salespeople flying out, visiting the customer, and being able to sell and deploy that software together with the customer. So even from the birth of SaaS, the distribution model started to change a little bit. Like the very first interaction that you have with Salesforce did not require you to meet with a salesperson. You could sign up the first time in enterprise software for a free trial. And that started to change. So then as time went on, in the first generation of SaaS companies, once you got the free trial going, then they would send a sales rep to start to call you, do Zoom meetings and or WebEx meetings at the time. And then eventually, as you got more and more seats, they would send out kind of field sales reps to reach you. And so that's the first sort of generation of SaaS. Then you had a whole wave of companies like Atlassian and Dropbox and folks that were used an even more sort of product-led growth motion that allowed them to get even further down the distribution path without necessarily putting in a sales rep.